Yo, one of the things I've learned over the last 10 years is that the most abundant resource on earth, behind water and air, is vagina. And not just vagina, but more specifically, vagina you actually want. Some knuckleheads are going to hear that last statement and be like, what vagina would I not actually want? Well, for those of us with actual standards, we care about the stuff attached to the vagina. Face, body type, what her feet look like. How believable is her weave? Is she somebody you could probably stand next to and be like, I know her? And you know, those minor details. Conquering vagina starts with first making up your mind with what you plan to do with it after you smash. Are you going to catch it and keep it? Or are you going to release it back into the wild? Ladies, I don't know if you know this or not, but we know within the first 2 minutes of meeting you what we plan on doing. So that whole I got to hold out so you'll have respect for me line, I wouldn't put too much weight on that. Withholding sex ain't the only way we respect you. We gain respect for other stuff too, like character, how you express yourself, how learned you are. You know, those things that you actually have to work on, not the things that get bigger with puberty or implant. So if we don't have any respect for you after sex, it's a safe bet we didn't have any for you. Ever. So let's say this is a vagina you want to keep. How do you go about getting it? With this type, you got to come at it from two sides, and I'll explain why. If you let social media tell it, women want a man that'll be honest. They want you to tell them how you feel about them. Just tell the truth. This is a lie. The last thing you want to do right away is tell a woman the truth if you plan on getting her. Fellas, have you ever been really feeling a girl? You thought about her all the time. You text her all throughout the day being nice, and then you just come out and tell her that you really like her and you enjoy talking to her? What happened? More than likely you got cut off or friend zoned. Let me tell you where you messed up. That honesty tip only works for chicks close to or older than 30. That's when their biological clock's ticking and they ain't got time for games like they used to. For younger women, the game is different. They don't want to hear how you feel. They want to hear what they want to hear, which is the fantasy of what they think a guy should tell them. It ain't hard to know exactly what to say. Just turn on an R&B song sometime and repeat the lyrics. Think of your words like a swinging gold watch. You are getting sleepy. You gotta hypnotize these chicks. Pretty much just flirt with them to make them comfortable. That's the one side. The other side is while you're doing that BS talking, your actions should indicate your true intentions. So while you're making small talk asking this chick if she like dogs or cats better, your actions should say you're really feeling her on the higher levels of feeling. Take her to breakfast or lunch. Take her to a fair or win or something. Go to a nice park and hold her hand as y'all walk around. If she got allergies, get her one of those giant hamster spheres. Don't want your baby sneezing. Also, in your small talk, you should be finding out what her interests are and then using your actions to capitalize on them and express how you feel. Keep this up until she makes it clear that she's ready to climb on top of you. By the time she's ready for that, with all the other stuff you've been doing, she's ready to hear the truth. It's only after a girl gets comfortable with you that she's ready to hear your honesty. You can tell her she means the world to you and how you enjoy talking to her so much is crazy. She'll melt like butter. Because women can be hypnotized all day long, but to lock them down requires action. That's how you get your feelings across to them, because it's the only language they fully understand. That's why they like that stupid stuff like flowers and cards and candy. It's action. But what if you don't want to keep the vagina? What if you just want to release it back into the wild after a little while? That's easy. Just tell them what they want to hear, have actions to back up the empty words that you gave them, never mention or think about feeling. You should hit in about 4 weeks. Tops. By the way, my Twitter and IG handles on the screen right now. Any other contact information is in the description box below. Look at here. Like most men, I wish we didn't have to strategize on how to get a woman to understand how we feel about her. It should be something we say in simple, honest conversation. But when have you ever known a woman to be anything less than complex? Simple isn't good enough for them. They always want to make something hard.